live in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, and in 1. Hey everybody, it's your boy Michael Harding here for another episode of Technically Speaking, representing Blockchain Sensei and creating this amazing video for none other than Voice of Crypto. As you know, Voice of Crypto is your #1 spot to go to for all things related to blockchain news. And in today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at what's happening with XRP, what we expect to happen, being as it's booming. Have a little look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. But first things first, what we have to do is our disclaimer. So let me just do the disclaimer really quickly. Don't want to get ourselves into any trouble. So disclaimer. All content is for education, information, and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, or place any trades. Please do your own research. Our content is intended and should only be used for informational use. It's very important to do your own analysis before making any investment, which should be based on your own individual circumstances. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor or independently research and verify all information you may find on our show that you wish to rely upon, or if you wish to make an investment decision or otherwise. All investments come with risks, so please do your own research. We're not financial advisors and do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. However, we are working in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, then please contact us immediately so we can refer you to an accredited financial advisor. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's have a look at what's happening in the markets and on the charts. So I'm just going to share my screen now with TradingView. We've got some exciting stuff coming out very soon for you all as well with Voice of Crypto. Okay, let's just change that. Okay, so my screen should be sharing now. So as we can see, we're going to start off with looking at our favorite thing that we like to look at, which is the general markets in general. So we'll look at the S&P 500 just to start off and see what kind of things that we're seeing. Let me just get rid of some of this analysis here. And let's change this moving average to pink. So we like it pink. Change it to 200. So that's already on 200. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Let's change that to that. Brilliant. Okay, so what are we seeing? First of all, we're seeing that we are above the 200 moving average. And right now we've got a major consolidation that's been happening here since November, December, and just been kind of going sideways, as we can see here, between here and here. So what we're really looking for is a breakout above this, and the moving average is suggesting that we're going in this direction anyway. Momentum is in this direction. We look, we've got a bit of a slight trend line here, not a full one, not as good as this one was previously. MACD momentum is building. RSI, the direction is changing. So let's go and have a look at the NASDAQ. Same kind of thing. As you can see, there's loads of support lines and resistance lines there. So we can see that we looked at this area here as a massive area for trading, and that's panned out exactly like we looked at. So the reason we're going to look at copper is because they say copper is an early indicator of the markets. So if copper is up, that would suggest that the markets are going up, but we haven't got anything too clear on that, as we can see at the moment. So let's look at the put to call ratio. At the moment, there's a lot of calls at the moment, in just peeking out of the green box there. So that's interesting to see what's happened there. If there's lots of calls, that would mean that we are expecting, as you can see, red box is where we start going into all-time highs, and green is where we expect to see the markets retract. So as you can see, we've kind of stayed within this box here. So it's been very interesting over the last 4 days. If you look at the put to call ratio, it's balanced out almost perfectly. That's a very interesting support line that we've got there on the put to call ratio. very, very interesting behaviors that are happening there. So then let's go and look at the VIX, an indicator that's suggesting the direction of the market. So the VIX is actually gapped, which is crazy. I was not expecting that at all. As you can see, I was expecting it to bounce up, but that means if the VIX is gapping down, we are on the way up. So it looks like we could be seeing all-time highs in the tech market and in the markets in general, which is so amazing because the majority of retail, the majority of people have been nowhere near the markets, and they've missed out on some incredible investments and some incredible trades to the upside. So just the general thing, whatever the general market is saying, general people are saying, the market tends to do differently. So the dollar index, as we can see, is just coming down on down on down on down, which is good. So we said if it broke this 103 level, that would be good for crypto, that'd be good for stocks, and we can see it's done exactly that. So it'll be interesting to see if we get a slight rejection and it comes back up, or if it carries on coming down. But by the looks of things, it's looking like it's going to carry on coming down, which would be good for the overall markets, both stock and crypto. So let's have a look at the total crypto market. We can see that we've had this massive, let's just get rid of this on here now, we don't need this. So we can see now we are at 1.52 trillion. We can see there's a bit of a resistance here, just where that green line is as well for this box. But there is an old trend line that we did bounce above. Again, MACD suggesting that momentum is coming down. So it's a very interesting time because, again, you can see just basically been oscillating sideways. We haven't actually gone anywhere in the grand scheme of things with crypto since June 2022. So this would suggest that this whole area here has been a massive institutional accumulation period. So let's see how that pans out. So let's go and have a look at all of the altcoins. So this is others. This is everything outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is just altcoins in general. Again, we can see current market cap is 103 billion. We are just above the moving average there as well. However, there is a downtrend that's hit us straight to the moving average. But then look what happened almost instantaneously, perfectly as well. Price came down to the moving average, bounced off it almost straight away. Now that is a very bullish sign. Again, the MACD, as we can see, is going to a lighter shade of pink. So that's again going to the upside. The RSI is going to the upside. So this is suggesting really good signs for the altcoins. So we will see what happens with those. Let's go on to the flagship leader of markets, and that's Bitcoin and Bitcoin market cap. Now that had an incredible spike when it hit the moving average. As you can see, the news seemed to coincide perfectly with the timing of the of it hitting the 200 moving average at $390 billion, and we've gone up there in almost two legs. We're kind of channeling sideways here, and now it looks like we're going up again. So expect the this would suggest that Bitcoin will continue to go up. However, again, there's really clear resistance here, and the MACD looks like it's coming down, and the RSI looks like it's coming down. So I think maybe Bitcoin may take a slight breather here before we see its next leg up. So let's have a look at the actual Bitcoin chart. I'm going to go to a different chart that's got less analysis on it. But before we do that, let's go to ETH. So when we look at ETH, a very similar thing that's happened with Bitcoin. You can see we had a buy signal here to buy as soon as it cleared the 1657 price level. So again, let's see where this goes to. The main next area for it to break is 1879. I'm going to be really bullish on Ethereum once it breaks 1879. From there, you can see my next level is 3591. So I'm very, very bullish on Ethereum once it breaks that 1879 price level. So yeah, let's go over to a different version of Bitcoin with a little bit less analysis. Let's go to this one. Okay, cool. So I've got a bit of a fib analysis going on here. This one. So again, looks like we're coming down ever so slightly. And I think I've got this resistance here at 28763 as a resistance level for the price to come on down to 26,933 or 27,000. So I'm expecting 28 to get rejected and for us to come down. Let's see how that pans out. The trade that we did was here, and that was on the 21st, the 23rd of March, trading Bitcoin down from this high down to this support level here. We can see that it did that. Congratulations to anyone that took a similar trade. But now we can see that we're channeling sideways. The major fundamentals suggest that maybe we will come down again, get rejected by this resistance level, and then break out. But I am quite bullish on Bitcoin now. I was expecting it to come back down to around 25 and then shoot up. The indicators suggest that that is what is likely to happen, but fundamentals would suggest that we are due for a continued breakout of this 28K level. And then from there, the next stop is 34K is the next level where it will stop. So very interesting times on Bitcoin. I think it's safe to say now, I definitely feel that the bottom was in November. I think that's quite clear now, now that we look at it. And then let's have a look at some of the others. So when we look at Doge is still underneath the 200 MA. There was a very interesting point here on the 10 MA, and I'd crossed over the 20. I think we might be able to get it here. Yeah, so we're waiting for this 10 MA to cross over the 20. And then there's a trend line breakout. So we've got exactly that. We've got the trend line breakout. I think the 10 over the 20 might be more visible on the, yeah, it's more visible on the 1 hour. So we can see it just here. So we can see just here where we've marked it in, the 10 has crossed over the 20, and we've got our explosion to the upside. And Dogecoin, that's taking a little retest now and is testing on the 10 MA. There's actually a name for this. Let me see. What's the name for this that I've been looking at? So it is called a wedge pop or an EMA crossback. So that's what we're looking like we're getting here. So I'm personally expecting Doge to go up from here. So let's have a look at what I'm expecting on Doge. It might have something, and then I think Elon doing his whole Tesla semi-trucks thing might have something to do with it. So expect something from Elon anytime soon is what I would say. So stop would be around there. And we've got our first take profit. We can see is at 0.7831. We want this. Yeah, to that target price just there. It's a good level. So that's a nice trade if that plays out. But again, just based on how high the RSI got, it got to what, 76. This breather is expected, but it is now touching these moving averages. So let's see how that one plays out. So then we've got Litecoin. It's just, again, we've got the same action where we've got this 10 MA crossover. Just go back to the daily. So we've got this 10 MA crossover just here, and the price popped out, and we can see this is exactly the movement I'm expecting on Doge, where it's come down, it's touched here, but on this it hasn't. It's actually broken. The price slammed below the 20 and then hit the trend line and then continued to go up. So we can see Litecoin there continuing to go up. I think I did do a trade on that actually yesterday. Let me just double check. I'm 90% sure I did. Yes, I did do a trade on that. My stop loss was 87.03. So let's just put that in. My entry was 90.15. Basically there, I'll tidy that up later. And the stop loss was 87.03. Oh, so that would have been just above the moving average. Obviously, those averages have changed. Oh, so yeah, I'll come back and tidy that one up later. So then we've got Polkadot, which should be doing a move kind of similar. Not quite on Polkadot. So Polkadot just hasn't really shown me anything attractive for me to dive in on. Then we've got a beautiful breakout here, smashed above the 200-day moving average on Cardano. That's majorly bullish news for Cardano. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Hopefully we don't get a repeat of what happened here, where it burst above, then got rejected by the resistance at 0.3927. I'm expecting this to at least get to this 0.53 level that was the previous key moving average level. This is looking good for Cardano at the moment. And finally, XRP, which we can see is absolutely storming ahead. So I'm just trying to figure out where the cool-off period is going to be on this. So you can see my calculation on that last trade was horribly wrong. I think I tried to trade it down to the moving average on XRP. And all we've done is, oh yeah, I was trying to catch that last cool-off. That's what I was trying to do, which is very naughty because I should just go with the trend. If the trend is up, you shouldn't really be trying to short. So that was a bit silly of me. So that discipline, guys. So here we can see this is almost at the 4.236 extension on this. So I would be expecting a cool off anytime now around 0.5906. However, in my notes, it suggests that XRP is nowhere near done. I've got it down. Trades. I didn't got it written down. Yeah, so we're expecting highs on XRP all the way up until June, and then it'll be down until September, and then after August, it's gonna rip like crazy. That's what I'm seeing on my analysis on long term. So let's see what happens with that one. So yeah, that's pretty much all my analysis for today. Don't be silly and try and attempt to catch the short on this, because that's like, yeah, that might get you burnt because XRP is on fire right now. So yeah, hope that's been valuable to everybody, and I look forward to seeing you soon. And thank you to Voice of Crypto for having me once again. See you later.